Welcome, Karibuni, to Mentality, the Man's Show. Here we talk about issues that relate to men, but deal with women as well. My name is Ian Bogwa. I'm your co-host, together with, on my far right, Edward Quach.
Hi, guys.
And Pastor S.
Hi.
Whose responsibility is it to keep the fire burning in a relationship, whether it's just a relationship or a marriage? That's the topic today. Before we delve into it, let's go to the streets and hear what the men have to say.
Both of us. It is both of us, not one way, not the lady or the man. Both of us have a part to play.
I think both. You know, a relationship is built by all involved. You the dude and you the chick. Yeah.
Right. Gentlemen, whose responsibility is it?
I know what you're about to say. Go ahead and
but first off, yeah, you said in a relationship or marriage, you guys don't consider your marriage as relationships. So what are those businesses? What are they?
it's a different type of relationship.
It's a different ballgame, isn't it?
Yeah. Boyfriend, girlfriend,
right?
Or husband, wife.
Yeah, okay, that just
yes.
relationship generally.
Yes.
Do you know, I look at it in from this perspective. You know, as a man, because even you guys, yeah. Generally, it's not the woman who woos the man. So it's more or less, I look at it like seeking elective post.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. I want you to become my only constituent in this constituency. So once I'm elected the member of parliament, because I've put in the mentally, physically, emotionally, and of course financially, I've wooed you. I've done my bit, okay? So surely, I built that fire. Keep it burning.
So you're saying to get to where you are,
yes.
it's the man's job.
Yes.
Once you get there,
Kazini chako.
it should be the lady's turn
Kazini
to
yako.
keep it going.
Yes.
Because you're now elected, that's what you're saying.
Exactly.
But you know...
Typical politician. Yes, that's how our politicians are.
What I would say about that is you become the elected member. In this case, the man in the relationship.
Right.
If you don't keep that fire burning and stick with your initiative, what happens? Within 5 years, they kick you out after that election period because you were not involved. Let me tell you quite what I believe. There's a warrior in the chest of every man. You want to conquer. You want to pursue. You want to fight.
Right.
You want to get game.
Right.
But it's a judgment against a man if he gets the game and he can't keep the game. You get the person and now they're a trophy and you don't want to keep them. And for me, how I view, as a man, as an initiator, I remain the initiator throughout. Whether it's in sex, of course, most of the time, I don't mind when she starts it sometime, initiates, but I need to be mainly the initiator. Whether it's in asking for forgiveness, something has gone wrong, I initiate that because I'm the man. If I don't, I defer power to the woman. And I begin complaining. Why is she taking over? I handed the power over to her and told her, be the leader right now. If you're the leader from the beginning, stick as a leader. I think every woman wants that.
I love the way you
all the things you were doing before, you need to keep on doing them.
You guys, I love the way you guys speak, by the way, because you make me feel so blessed to be myself. I mean, look, are you saying basically that that momentum, the energy, the effort we put into wooing this person, we have got to maintain it long term?
That's a warrior.
Listen, let me give you an example. Why is it that it makes headlines when for a guy, for example, someone like Obama, this thing of him, you know, this relationship that he has, of course, with Michelle, that they have got date nights, right? That was big news because clearly somebody found that quite odd. All right.
Just because it's odd doesn't mean...
No, makes it odd means it's not usual, it's not common.
Well, yes.
For presidents.
Yes. Unfortunately, that is true.
That is true.
Because men, right up, you know, once they get married, the date's finished. Yes.
No wonder we lose the women.
That is why marriages break down. Because all the things that the man has been doing right up to then, they stop.
Yes.
You no longer buy me flowers, you no longer call me, you no longer text me, we no longer spend time together. So you need to do that. You can't just say, I did all those things. Now it's up to you. Now, what do you want her to do?
No, but see, you guys are already agreeing with me, so just come and sit on my side of the fence.
No.
What got you elected?
Since you're saying it's her, it's her who's supposed to.
What got you elected is what keeps you in that seat.
No.
If you don't keep doing it, they're going to kick you out.
Come next elections.
Gentlemen, see, you have given me the vote.
Yeah.
Right? So you've agreed. Game the game. Now, to keep me interested and concerned, or to keep yourself this fire burning, right? You be creative. You come up with ideas.
So you're actually saying it's the woman who's supposed to be doing all these things after.
Yeah.
Things like what? When it comes to dates.
Listen.
She's supposed to call you and tell you.
Yes.
Can
By
I
the way,
take you for a
Thursday
date?
night. No. Not that I'm taking you out. Well, if she can do that, that's all well and good. It's even the better. But she says, you know what? Let's be having date nights every Thursday night. And on Saturday, it's helicopter and wheelbarrow and the rest. You know that stuff?
No.
You don't know about the helicopter
Thankfully.
wheelbarrow?
Moving swiftly on.
Now, let me say something to you, Kwach. I think you belong to the team of men
Yes.
that women love to hate. And
Absolutely.
they're called,
Absolutely.
I'm not hating on you.
Yeah, why are you going
They're
on a
called
brother like
passive
that?
men.
Yes.
Passive men. But I call them pink men.
Pink.
Because they're feminine. In this sense.
Is that like gay?
In this sense. No, really. In this sense, they no longer take initiative.
Yeah.
They are now the ones being pursued.
Right.
The woman is sitting there and say, where is the man I married?
Yeah.
I married a king, a conqueror, a pursuer.
Yes.
I married a warrior. I want him back. And because you're not using your skills as a warrior, where do you take them? You begin to look for younger women and other women out there because in you, that skill must be used. So you become passive in this relationship, you eventually lose it, and you go for another one, conquer again, you get passive, you get pink, you lose that one. I believe that's a mess we are in as men. We have lost our thing, our groove.
You overpower her with your conversation, don't you?
No, not really.
I mean, listen, guys. You talk about, where's the man that I married? All right? Where's that guy who conquered me? Past tense, done and dusted. To me, and I see the build-up, all the build-up to the big day. Guys are like, okay, yes, I'll pay the bills. All right? We'll do what we want to do. It is her wedding. All right? And as soon as, you become a member of the Fellowship of the Rings, on that day, you're like, okay, fine. Now you're in my house, let's press play.
But remember, all that energy you had, all the things you were doing, you still have that energy.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with that energy?
No. Now it's about paying
you
bills.
can't, there's no way you're just going to sit back.
You channel
But you will
it
still
elsewhere.
channel it.
But it's not feasible,
somewhere.
guys. It's
Quite.
not feasible.
Let me give you a story, Kwach.
I mean, you guys, honestly, before you go on, you guys want to tell me women, it's not work? See, they're Jobo 24/7, 365.
I mean, they have their work,
They
but it's
do.
not to pursue you. You're the leader, act like a leader. You know, there are those men who demand, I am the leader of this home.
Yes.
If you've got to hit the table and say you're the leader, you're not. If you're the leader, lead
Comes
in every
naturally.
way. Earn your title as a man. Earn your title. But let me give you a story.
Yeah.
Let me give you a story. Maybe this is going to help you, Kwach, get your head around this.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard of a story. I know you don't go to church, but you've heard of a story.
Don't say it like that. I go for weddings, sometimes funerals.
And there's church there. So you must have heard the story of Adam and Eve.
Yes.
The first guy.
Right.
You know, that guy was doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember when Eve was brought to him?
Yeah.
He got poetic, and
Yes.
every man does when
Right.
he sees a good woman.
Right.
He got poetic and said, wow, bone of my bones,
Yes.
flesh of my flesh. He took initiative. He's the one who woke up and went for the woman. What happened a few chapters later, and I think that's why we're in the mess we are in.
Yes.
The guy
Yes.
got passive. He was taught to be the warrior, the guard in the place, in his kingdom, and he never did. So a serpent comes in, who is like an enemy, and begins to talk to his woman, and the guy sits back, folds his hands. He's waiting for the woman to keep the fire burning. He's not fighting for his own woman. So the serpent lies to Eve, and he takes the fruit and gives to the passive man. And the story goes that the guy was there standing watching. He didn't do nothing. I think the relationships are going to the rocks because the men are not doing anything. They're just passive. They're just sitting back and waiting to be tuned now, waiting to be pursued, waiting for initiative to come from the woman. It's so masculine to be the initiator. It's just being a man.
So what we're saying is these passive creatures, women should just sit and wait for this guy to take the initiative. Do nothing.
They should probably kick him up to get his initiative.
Just poke him.
Yeah.
Well, they generally tend to do that by, just being female.
Yeah.
Complaining,
Quite.
bitching.
I think women get frustrated. I think they get frustrated
You
by
think?
this passive. So they begin to do anything possible to try to wake you up. You're asleep. Man, do your thing. Be a man.
Be a man, yes, exactly.
I
Be a
guess
man.
that's
Be a
what
man.
they're asking us
Yes.
to do. Kwaji, I think you are convinced. So we are happy to take the same stand in this discussion.
Who?
That men need to wake up and be the men.
Yes.
Right?
Listen, you know what? As far as that relationship is concerned, because honestly, Pastor Harris, when it comes to you have this way, like that whole Adam and Eve story.
Yeah.
You talk about the serpent, which was a snake, yes?
Yeah.
All right? And the snake was talking to someone. All I know is that Adam, as far as he's concerned, this is my version. All right? He went and said, look, I'm lonely, I want something, and then a rib was pulled out, and then here came this beautiful woman. Then they bonded for a while. And then because he had conquered, he now had everything that he wanted. She got bored.
Yeah.
It's my version.
Yeah.
Okay? And then, of course, she told him, she took the initiative. And we're together. And said, boss, watch out tukule. And the rest, as I say, this
And
story.
what was the result?
So don't you
No,
think
but she took the initiative.
when she takes the initiative, things go wrong?
No,
Because the
no,
man is
he
absent.
had- things happen.
If he had been the man he was supposed to have been and told her, don't talk,
Yes.
or just kill that snake immediately,
Yes.
Yeah.
we wouldn't be in the mess we
So
are
you
in.
don't tell the woman to
So
kill the
it's
snake.
a man's
you take the snake off.
responsibility.
I find relationships to be exhausting in so many ways because obviously you've got to work at them in all aspects and all facets. Now, if we are taking as men the initiative most of the time, people, that's why we tend to die before our respective better halves. And with all this equality going on, surely women must do something.
Let me support you for once. I think the woman has a role, a huge role.
Yes.
And I think women have gotten to a point where men, most of the time they leave us to do everything. And I think this is a dance for two people. It's not just one. The man may lead the dance, but the woman has got to dance. If she's not dancing, she's going to be heavyweight on your shoulders.
It's got to be both. Both have got to put in their input.
Yeah, because I've got to ask, because it just reminds me, the relationships are not a one-way street.
No, they're not.
It's like
No,
Thika
they're
Road. The distance it takes to get there, the equal distance coming back. It's got to be 50-50, surely, guys. All right? Now, because I've done my bit. Yeah? Surely,
But
take
it's
the
not
initiative.
50, it's
It's
not
not
50
over.
up to there and then 50 from then. No, it's together.
Give and take.
It's
all right?
together.
Yes.
Even after
Yeah.
you have so-called conquered, you still need to be working.
I disagree.
You disagree.
I disagree.
You're talking about her too much. Let's get her in the studio and hear from her.
Right.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.